It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable.
Tonight,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
2nd down and 6 now.
On play action, here's Tua going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Waddle, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall.
And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Cooper. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Waddle, the motion man, right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats. So that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Cooper.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Bust through the tackle. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. Tua going to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Running right, here's Achane.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's ball.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Tua.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tua, a final shot before half.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here on a Monday.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.